I am pleased to introduce our Alumni Fellow, Nancy Niederman, class of 1980. While at Brandeis, she was at the top of her class. She was an editor of a law journal and a member of our Brandeis Society.
We met at orientation in 1977. They said, we're going to split up with student guides, and they're going to take you around the law school, kind of explain the ropes to you. So as they would call students from their list, the Cox classroom just kept getting with fewer students and fewer students and fewer students until there were 2 students left. One was Nancy and one was myself. And we kind of looked over at each other like our worst fears. They forgot us. We're not supposed to be here. Our admission was a mistake. But then they did call us as night students because we had both enrolled in night students.
Her sister asked her to come out to LA. Her sister was an actress. And she convinced Nancy to interview at some of the preeminent law firms that did entertainment law. Both those firms made an offer to Nancy, and it's a real tribute to Nancy because they only hired Ivy League students. She has just negotiated hundreds of contracts with actors and directors, producers, writers, etc. You might have heard of some of the movies she's been involved with. So she's been involved with Moonstruck, Rain Man, Avatar, and even Alvin and the Chipmunks. She negotiated with the Chipmunks. After she retired from 20th Century Fox, after 20 years, she started her own company. And one of her clients now is Lionsgate Studios, and they are the group that does the Hunger Games and Twilight.
We were friends based upon the love for each other as friends, the qualities that we each had and brought to that friendship. I'm extremely proud of her. She's had a wonderful career. It's been a remarkable relationship for me as a friend.
We are so proud of Nancy being our Alumni Fellow. I know Justice Brandeis would take particular pride in her because she is an excellent attorney, but she also practiced with civility and collegiality. So we are thrilled to congratulate our Alumni Fellow, Nancy Niederman.
I'm very proud to have been selected the 2016 Alumni Fellow for the Brandeis School of Law. I'd like to thank Dean Susan Duncan, the Board of Trustees, and the Alumni Association for this very wonderful award. I've been an entertainment attorney in Los Angeles for 36 years. In fact, I've probably worked on many of the movies you've seen and loved over the years. As far as I know, I'm the only Brandeis School of Law alum to have made her way out to Hollywood. And I have to admit, in the beginning, I was a little nervous about it. The firm at which I started practicing law was the premier entertainment law firm in Los Angeles, and by extension, the world. It only recruited from Ivy League schools, from Stanford, Berkeley, UCLA, and USC, and that was pretty much it. And then there was me, from this little law school in Kentucky. I had no idea how I was going to compete. But it turns out I competed pretty well. I ended up running the legal division of one of the major motion picture studios, and for the last 20 years of my active career, I was a senior executive at 20th Century Fox, and I was in charge of many of their major movie franchises. One of the things that I discovered was that even though there were a lot of Harvard and Yale age walking around, none of them was better educated than I was. The training I got at this law school, the legal scholarship to which I was exposed, were second to none. I learned how to think like a lawyer. I learned how to write clearly and concisely. I learned how to frame a cogent argument, and these are all skills I have used day in and day out over the course of my career. They say that success is the marriage of opportunity and preparation. I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I grabbed it. That I was so successful was a testament to how well prepared I was, and I owe that to this law school, to its outstanding faculty, and to this university's unwavering commitment to excellence. Again, thank you so much for this wonderful award. And go Cards.